Don't you think that's amazing? Don't you think we're like, oh my God.
I love you like la 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 la.
Hello, hi, welcome to another week. So today on the agenda, we've picked our nudie girls. We have 20 amazing women that have been selected out of our 2,000 applications that we had. Very, very exciting. We have a full house in terms of like the safety art team in here today. Like we now employ 8 full-time staff in Sydney, which is so fucking weird. Like, what else? I'm still painting, like I've got 20 pieces to do, which doesn't seem like a lot because obviously normally we do the drops in there like a lot larger amount, but these paintings are obviously absolutely massive. I've decided to do them all on a colourful background. This is one I did the other night. I started, kind of looks a bit finished, but like no, literally nowhere. Ooh! Nowhere near, just my shit is everywhere. Okay, let's introduce everyone. Anya, introduce yourself.
My name is Anya, I'm an Aries, and I won gold in boxing at the Commonwealth Games.
I'm coming for you. Oh my God, also very interesting, lockers. Look. Don't you think that's amazing? Don't you think we're like, oh my God. What am I saying? This way. Everyone's gonna have their own locker. It's gonna be labeled. I don't like these labels. I think they're cheap and shit. So what I think I'm gonna do is get like big acrylic letters, like laser cut and stuck on. Okay guys.
My name is Nicole Isles. My star sign is a Scorpio.
Scorpio?
Yes. And my fact is that I've just joined a roller derby team.
And this is Lucy, our darling girl. She's not leaving Australia because I'm not letting her, even though she kind of is. But anyway, what's your interesting fact?
My interesting fact is my back bend.
Oh my God!
My name's Ruma, I'm a Pisces. I came to Australia on a 1-month holiday and here I am 5 years later.
Hi, I'm Rachel and I just bought a new car.
Fuck yeah, you do. Right, okay, bye. These over here with my other half finished ones. I decided to paint a trans woman in this new collection because I'm in support of all women. Oh, it's all very exciting. Okay, cool. Are we ready? I'm gonna go pink background on this, add a bit of blue in a minute. Right, let's go. Show. Oh, I'm doing that thing again. That water is a bit blue. Maybe I'll just use some sparkling water on my next piece. Like in between that green and that green, I'm gonna go green. That pastel pink looks nice in it. Even when I'm trying to, this is why this actual project is gonna be good for me, because even when I start off with another color and I say I'm not gonna go pink, it always ends up pink. I've ruined yet another brush because of my complete and utter laziness to walk over to the sink and wash it. This is why I have to go to the art shop so many times. Look, that's so sad. This is why we lose our deposit in every single studio we're ever in. I started off painting animals, and I always say to anyone that's like beginning their art career, like paint animals, because everyone has their favorite one. Like they're super commercial, like pet commissions are a massive industry. Like I must have painted hundreds of people's dogs, which was amazing. And it also like it teaches you a lot about, you know, figurative painting and getting a likeness. And it's really fun for me to experiment with colour because I was kind of doing some of the fur I'd be doing quite abstract, so it was like more about how the colour worked. So I started with the animals, and then if I'm honest, like I got really bored of them because I wasn't learning anymore. I was painting the same thing over and over again, and also people would be saying to me, oh, I love that lion that you did, can you paint it exactly the same again? And then I realised that that's not why I'm an artist. Like I'm not here to just do the same thing, I still want to grow. Because it was just me at that time, like I didn't have any helpers with like doing the emails and stuff. Each painting took me about 20 hours, which is kind of what these paintings take me now, and I was selling them for a lot cheaper back then, and it was just not sustainable for me to like grow the business and keep doing everything. That was one of the reasons why I decided to move on to my next project, which was painted abstracts. The pouring technique is like really popular on Instagram, and like I did get a bit of like hate online because it's a very, you don't really know how it's going to turn out. You have your input into what colours you use, which I think has always been my strong point. So what you would do was you'd mix 1 part acrylic paint, 1 part pouring medium. Pouring medium is basically just like a really expensive PVA glue. You'd mix that together, add like 5 drops of alcohol, and then you would mix that thoroughly, and then you would add a silicone oil. But actually I found out that the bubbles that I created when I was doing these pouring paintings weren't popping fully with silicone oil. I was just thinking about like, different things that I could use. And I found that a hair oil that I got from Boots Pharmacy in the UK worked a treat. And I used to squeeze 2, like exactly. If it was 1, then it would work, and if it was 3, it wouldn't work. It would have to be like exactly 2 full pumps of this like little bottle. And then what I would do when they were in the cups, I would use a glue stick and do an exact cross, lift it out, cross that way, lift it out. And for some reason that was just like the perfect combination. I've done so many of them, I really like perfected the technique. So despite it being like quite a like a well-known crafty thing to do, like there were so many people's paintings that were muddy and mine were just like very crisp. And at the time we were spending up to like £1,000 a week on materials because it was just constant. I was literally like getting a plastic cup and pouring an entire thing onto a canvas. Like it was so wasteful. But it was so fun for me as like a part of my journey as well, because the animals, like I remember the brush that I was using to finish the fur was just like tiny. I'd be like spending hours on a section, and that's not me. Like look at me, like I'm messy. I like these big strokes, and it just like became not me. That time was honestly so hectic. I was just like painting as much as I possibly can because the demand was there, but I wanted to keep the price low because I knew that I was like in this for the long term, like art-wise, but I just wanted to get paintings on walls because that was the only way that the word of mouth was going to spread. At that time I was very focused on like growth and getting the money in, and like colour is my thing, and that was what made the abstracts really pop. But like there was no real like meaning behind it, and I was thinking about like if I was going to spend a lot of money on something, like it would have to be very personal or like have some like weight behind it. As a team, I remember we were all in Bali as a way to like invigorate the team and like understand what we wanted to do next, and also with the concept of painting nude women. I was Googling pictures of naked women, and I just had this idea like, why don't I just like ask some of my followers if they like want to send me a picture. And then we had all these images that came to us overnight because I just put it on my story once, and all of the images came with reasons why they felt it was so important to share them, and those reasons were just amazing. Like women that had like gone through double mastectomies and wanted to be a part of the project, and now that we've just created that and like blasted on another level by this whole nudie event, and we've had all these applications and they're essays of people's lives. Painting nudes really allowed me to understand who I was as an artist, and to be like, right, okay, they just gave me a purpose. I'm doing what I'm doing like to make the world a nicer place. Before it was like very much business, like da-da-da, and I just see the bigger picture now. Anyway, I need to get back to painting because my first layer is going to dry and I like to blend it. I bought a fantastically amazing couch. Turns out it's about 200 kilograms and no one can move it, and I want it on the office level, first floor. Todd, how many men do you have in there, and how strong are you feeling to pick that sofa up? It's going to have to go up on the ramp and through the window.
All right.
Okay, Todd and Simon are in. I'm just going to give it a little test. Surely it's not going to be heavy. Woo! Woo! Yeah, just up a bit. Oh, this is lovely. Oh my God. Oh wow, what a stunning sofa. Love it. Go on, be the first random man off the street.
I love you like la 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 la.
Okay, thank you so much for tuning in this week. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. I've got to go because Nicole has just set up a Easter egg hunt with every single person that we know on this street. So I'm gonna go. Bye, love you, see you later.